I'll be competing on the Rogue World Record Breakers.
I will go with Dimitar Savatinov.
The plan is to do the 315 pounds sear dumbbell.
And I went to go pick it up, and I was like, oh, man, is this glued down? What the heck? Then I realized, wow, this is just, you know, I'm a strongman, but I'm not one of these guys. These guys are a different league.
Going against Kilshkovsky, which is going to be most likely for reps. He can put up a good number also. So it will be a pretty interesting competition with him.
We will see. We will fight and try beat this.
I still gotta win that. I like the dumbbell.
You're taking the 5-pounder out, correct?
Yes, I went down to the 40. I put on the 55. Then I put 12.5, 10, 10, no 5, and a quarter. Is that right?
I'm going to be excited to do this weird lift that hasn't been done in like 100 years.
We're doing the rockover squat, the Steinborn, legendary, turn of the century, strongman, barbell.
So you can see it's hollow. It's pretty cool, and we're going to be able to load the inside with plates.
560 pounds. You have to take that, get up underneath it, rock it over, go into your squat, come out of your squat, go back into your squat, and then rock it back in position and stand it straight up. Not too many people have ever seen that. Not too many people could do that with 200 pounds, let alone 560.
Oh man, I don't know, this one's pretty intimidating. Just feeling it out. My name is Martin Slitsis. I'm originally from Latvia, but I've grown up in the United States and now live in California. My goal this year at the Record Breaker is to beat the previous world record of 550 pounds by 10 pounds. The previous world record was set 98 years ago by Steinborn himself, so almost 100 years later, here I am.
So this is a Berg Cantel barbell, and we're basically making a modern version of this for the Arnold. I definitely want to keep the spirit and the design of the original. Throw a little bit of 21st century manufacturing in there. Really took the best of everything we had to get it to where it is now, and I think it's one of the coolest things I've ever made here.
Working from light weights all the way back up to where I'm at now. So the most I've actually ever done on it is 506 pounds. Can't wait to see the crowd go wild. The record's broken. That's the moment I'm looking forward to.
For the Rogue Record Breakers, we're doing a world record women's stone load.
I'm really excited because it's the first time that women have been featured on stage with the Rogue Record Breakers.
The first stone is a 309-pound stone, and normally, if you're familiar with Atlas stones, we normally use tacky. Well, for this event, they've taken away tacky.
With the no tacky aspect, picking it up off the ground I think is going to be the most difficult because they're so circular.
All of the grip comes right out of your chest and arms.
The women that are successful at the 309 stone will then move on to the 324. We have 2 minutes, 324 stone, as many reps as possible.
So I'm looking for a big powerful pickup onto my knees, lap it, hold it in really tight.
Hands over the top, pull, you're using all triple extension, and put it over a 44-inch bar. And it's gonna take everything that we have.
So I'll be competing against Donna Moore, who is the open weight reigning world's strongest woman 2 years in a row. I'll be competing against Kristen Rode, who is the bajillion times reigning strongest woman before that. And Olga, whose last name I cannot pronounce, from the Ukraine, a massive powerhouse of an athlete.
I think we've all been training really hard for this because
there's a pretty hefty prize for the Rogue Record Breakers, and that's a big deal too.
We win the same prize money as the guys.
We get to show the world that we're doing really awesome, ridiculous, crazy stuff, but that women are also doing just as impressive kick-ass stuff as men can do, which is exciting because usually we don't get paid, we just do this for fun.
This is a really big deal for women's strength sport.
It's never been done before. There is no woman ever that has lifted a 324-pound stone without tacky over a bar. It's never happened before.
I'd like to introduce our awards presenter, most talented,
to challenge the ladies with an Atlas stone lift. First time for the ladies, 44 inches. We're going to start with 309 pounds, and then we're going to go to 324 and a half. I ground the surface down to give it a little bit more texture, make it more of like a natural stone. The ladies are pumped. You know, it's great to see these female athletes lifting these big stones. It's awesome, awesome to see.
Hey guys, I'm Steve Slater, and I'm here today to show you guys some performance points on Atlas stones. So we have two different techniques. We have the one motion and we have the two motion. With the two motion, one thing I like to do as far as the placement of the stone before I get started is to make sure it's about a foot in front of the platform. Okay, that'll leave you enough room so your head shouldn't hit the platform. When you go to grab the stone, you want to take the center of your foot and almost draw a line right into the center of the stone. As far as the hand position, you want to make sure your hands are kind of spread out a little bit like this. When you bring your hands down, you want your forearms to be placed right here in the center of the stone, and you want your hands to be tucked underneath that stone. So take your hands, you dig them underneath the stone, squeeze, lift up, bring your knees in slightly, and that way the stone will be higher. You want your chin as far over that stone as possible, and then what you'll do is a triple extension, drive your hips forward, come up on your toes, and then try to drive the stone all the way to your chin, okay? So, if you drive that stone up to your chin, you're probably going to get on top of that platform. So let me talk a little bit about the one motion. Typically, one motion Atlas stone loads are for the lighter stones. You still want to get the same foot position, arm position, but basically you're going to roll the stone up your body. Now, you're not going to reposition on your lap. You're going to bypass the lap position. So your hands are going to be in a little bit different position. They're actually going to be under the stone slightly when you do a one motion. Just like that. Now see, that's a lot quicker than a two motion. So typically in a strongman competition, you have lighter stones working your way to the heaviest stone. And with the lighter stones, you'll normally do a one motion. And then you'll be forced to, generally at the end, to do a two motion. All right guys, that about wraps it up. That gives you both techniques, the two motion and the single motion.
Well, I thought it was over, but only at the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic are you going to see performances like this. 6'9", 420, 30, 40 pounds. We don't know. Is that a scale big enough to weigh him? Hafthor Bjornsson, the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Thor feels like he's going to disappoint you if he does not try the 100, so he is going to try it. Let's go, Thor.
This is a rogue record breaker. If he's able to make this weight, the maximum weight, over this height,
he's coming to the bar.
The 100, $5,000.
And the respect for all of you people.
Fantastic performance. We love you, Thor.
You are in attendance for the heaviest deadlift ever taken.
Heaviest deadlift ever, 1031. It's Jerry Pritchett from Arizona.
Come on, Jerry Pritchett. Let's break this world record.
just clearing your mind to pull that weight, you know. Everything you put into it right there comes to that moment.
Good job, baby.
We've been innovating the barbell since 2008, and we'll still be innovating in 2028.
In life, there are the strong-willed, the innovators, and the outliers. Those who turn right when everyone else turns left. Their passion is their compass. Their dreams, future stories to be told. It is this bold attitude that makes them legends. They weren't the first, and they won't be the last.
All right, got my Rogue gear.
A box from Rogue just arrived.
For the past 10 years, in an average-sized American town, everyday American people have pushed a not-so-average-sized American dream. Each vision met with adversity, every trial reassuring them that their heart was right. And when the naysayers came calling, "You can't do that," they responded not with words, but actions. And what started with a few people in a garage now rises one more icon of can-do, a monument to American manufacturing might. We are Ohio-born, American-made, 450 strong and growing. We are Rogue.
I've been called a rebel, an outlaw, a fighter. Fighting to become stronger, faster, smarter, better. Pushing my body strengthens my mind and my soul. I walk towards the fire, towards the fray. I walk towards the crucible. It is not easy. It will hurt. I will sweat, I will suffer. I will bleed and blister and bend, but I will never break. I'm never broken.
Common is our foe. Unconventional, our ally. The battle against weakness reveals perfection. Ours is a disruptive culture, seeking to redefine strength, reshape nature, and restore American innovation. This is our code. This is Rogue.
said, how are y'all doing this morning? Okay, we're gonna have an order of the ladies that are gonna come out for the strong woman. We're gonna introduce to you the judges. We're gonna have some special guest judges. Dr. Jan Todd, the almighty Jill Mills will be here, former world champion. She is a judge. This is Dr. Terry Todd, organizer of the event. We have Miss Dion Weasels. Dion is the president of the Strongman Corporation. She's been a champion herself. Give it up, Jill. Give it up for Dion. Give it up for Dr. Todd. Dr. Todd has some late game time instructions. You see, that's how dads do. They come put their arm around you and say, hey, this is what you're going to do. And I don't have a problem with that. We all need instruction, right? We always need a little push in the back sometimes. But I definitely want to welcome you to the Road Record Breakers. It's going to be an unbelievable event. You'll see things that you don't normally get to see in Strongman. These events are tailor-made just to set records. A lot of people that are in the strongman game, you kind of know when you see the giant dumbbell. But this is a specialized instrument. This is one that will be used in a rockover squat. I can't wait to see it. It's one of my favorites. Right now, Steve Slater is setting up, getting ready for the yoke to be able to put the stones over the bar. A lot of times you'll see people grab the stones, they'll be able to get them fixed to their body. Getting it over that lip is very difficult, so pay close attention. Dr. Bill has got a lot of experience in the Highland games. You can see that he's wearing the kilt. I'm not going to ask him if he's wearing anything underneath it. I think that's against the rules. Is that against the rules?
A little bit. Hey Mark, some men wear more than others.
Well, you know, sometimes you need a little help.
So let's talk a little bit about the stone lifting. So,
well, we're going to introduce Dion Weasels. I'm going to give her the microphone, and Dion is going to introduce the ladies.
It's Dion Wessels, not Weasel. We're going to introduce these wonderful ladies. Before we introduce these ladies, the pioneer of the sport for women, the lady that brought me to the sport many years ago, never been beaten, just never been contested, Jill Mills. Without further ado, let's introduce these ladies. The Arnold Strongman champion from 2018, Leipa Ingels. (2018) champion, Donna Moore from the UK. One of the strongest woman in the Ukraine, Olga Liashuk. And someone that has not been contested only once. She's won America's Strongest Woman 7 times. Kristen Rhodes. Without further ado, we're going to see these ladies lift the 309-pound stone over the bar without the use of glute the tacky.
All right, I think the women are ready. They have, you see them with the tacky towels, getting a little bit of the moisture off your hands, putting a little bit of tack to the skin so it can the stones can stick to you a little bit, just to give you a little support. We're gonna let them warm up a little bit.
So basically the idea is to lift the stone over the log
over the apparatus. You lift the 309, you get to move on to the 324. And then on the 324, if you get a rep, who has the most reps? So that's the idea. So go through a round with a 309 and then move on to the 324. And honestly, I remember when Strongman, when the 308 was the top stone. Not that long ago, about 30 years ago. Some of the older guys are going, yep. And it was you were pretty famous if you could lift that stone. The 308 was the big one. And also too, as Dion was saying, they're not going to use any tacky. That makes this very, very different. You know, if you're not using tacky, you got to really grip down, put your fingers into the stone, really squeeze down, and it's all you. Sometimes you use tacky, it'll make a heavy stone feel like a balloon, you know, boop. But without tacky, this is a very different event.
Well, I just want to let y'all know that Jill Mills in 2003, she set the world record right here at the Arnold Classic. And no woman has done that since. So we have a field of 4 women that has the opportunity to set that world record. And this is not just one of those average type competitions. This is the world record breaker. There's $5,000 on the line. So when you put a little skin in the game, it gets real serious.
It gets very serious. It's good work if you can get it, right, Mark?
It's real good work if you can get it. So
okay.
Doing Doc.
So I think the order is we've got, we're going to start with Leipa. Leipa Ingalls from California. Anybody here from California? Yeah. Okay, first attempt, 309 stone. Let's get behind her.
All right, guys, let's wake up. Let them hear you.
This is the record breakers. Every attempt counts. Wow.
That's one.
Okay, she's got one. Okay, so she qualifies to go to the 324 stone. So all the other competitors pay attention to that.
There's a little bit of confusion. You have to qualify with the 309 stone to be able to go and lift the 324 stone.
Okay, next up is Olga Leshak from the Ukraine. Olga, ready. Here it is, her first attempt at the 309 stone. 309 pounds.
Also, just like the men, these women, they respect each other, they love each other, they want to see each other do well, and you'll look over to the side and you'll see them encouraging each other. Here we go, let's hear it.
Come on. Yeah. Wow.
And success.
Got it.
Mark, keep in mind these ladies have been competing for 2 days, and now they're coming out here. This is their sixth event for the weekend. Christian Rhodes yesterday broke the law press record, 265 pounds. Never been done by any woman.
Wow, so we're getting a special treat here today.
Kristen Rhodes from California, San Diego, first attempt of 309
All you
stone.
California people now, y'all wake up. Let's hear it. success.
Mark, this is pretty incredible. They're all getting it. Okay, fourth up is Donna Moore from Yorkshire, England. Come on, Donna.
Donna Moore won the Arnold Pro Strongwoman yesterday. Not only that, but she deadlifted over 500 pounds 4, 5, 6 times, and she's still going. She's also won World's Strongest Woman 2 years in a row and hasn't been beaten.
Wow, there we go.
Very easy.
Donna Moore. So, what's next, Mark? Going up to 324.
They're positioning the 324-pound stone.
And
the
this
ladies
is...
have all qualified to be able to lift it. Dion, I mean, can you explain like one of the technical aspects of the ladies pulling the ball close to them and being able to lift it up?
The goal is to get their glutes up high so that way they can get a better grip on the stone. Now when they lift a 324-pound stone, this is for multiple reps. The woman that lifts this stone the most times will be the winner of the Rogue Record Breaker Stone Lift.
Okay. So first up is Leifa
Dr.
Ingalls.
Bill, can I ask you a question about the stones? You have a lot more experience with the stones than I do.
Maybe.
Can you give me a little history on stone lifting?
Well, particularly these McLaughlin stones were made from limestone in Scotland, and they were used in the World's Strongest Man and competitions and around Scotland for about back in the late 70s, early 80s, and they became popular that way. So, and these are made by Steve Slater.
I heard that, you know, in the earlier times in the 1800s, that it was like a manhood, like a rite of passage.
Yes, in Scotland they call that the Cloch and Fear, the manhood stone. Well, here we're doing the womanhood stone, and I don't know the Gaelic for that.
But we're gonna let the ladies have a little bit of time to rest. I'm gonna come around here and do my best to keep y'all entertained. Yesterday, we had our first champion from Iceland in a long time, maybe since Magnusberg Magnusson. We have a new Arnold Classic Strongman champion. Maybe y'all heard, anybody pay attention yesterday? You see him on HBO as the Mountain, but here it was Hafthor Bjornsson, the new reigning world champion and Arnold Strongman champion.
Well, I also want to thank Bill and Katie Henniger for letting us have this Rogue Record Breakers Day. Big round of applause for Bill and Katie Henniger from Rogue. They're putting this on for us. And also for Dr. Terry Todd and his vision, understanding that strength is something that is for everybody.
And not just for the strongman, but in all forms of sport. We have so many unbelievable athletes here today, and we all use strength training to hone our skills and make you a better athlete in whatever discipline you're in. I see people out there, and it's beautiful to see so many people that's muscled and understand exercise science. And y'all should all give yourself a round of applause for how much work you do.
Okay, I think the strong women are ready. First up, we're going back to the top of the order. It will be Leifa Ingalls. Is Leifa ready? Here she comes. Leifa Ingalls.
All right, we got a 1 minute time limit. So you'll see people, they'll struggle with it, hopefully not, but they only have 1 minute to do it, do the lift, as long as their hands touch the stone. Come on, guys, get behind her.
Come on. Oh, so close.
She still has time left.
She's right there. right there. She's got 15 seconds. You can get another rep. All done? Okay. Big round of applause for Leifa Ingalls.
Unbelievable job.
Good job, Leifa.
Unbelievable job.
Wow. That was so close.
This is a 324-pound stone. It's very difficult to lift a 324-pound bar. Nevertheless, an oblong, round instrument that there's no handles on. So, I mean, this is really, really high level.
Okay, now we have Olga Leshak from the Ukraine, all the way from the Ukraine. Here for you and the record breakers.
A little support would be nice. Let's get it on, guys.
Come on, Olga. Right there.
Still got time, 24 seconds.
Come on, Olga.
3.
Round of applause.
Give a round. This is the record breakers. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Olga Leshak from Ukraine. Next up is Kristen Rhodes from San Diego. Who wants to see this stone come up?
These are the best women lifters on the planet.
That's right, Mark. These are the best.
I think I want to see this stone go.
I would love to see this stone go up.
For prosperity's sake.
Absolutely. Somebody's got to get this big one.
There's a lot of history in the stones, and we want to see our women do this. All right, and electricity, it comes from y'all.
So close. Come on, Kristen. You're right there.
You got time.
Kristen
20
Rhodes.
seconds.
She can get this.
Come on, give us some spark.
Okay.
There's so much fight in these women, you hardly see any quit.
Okay, we have one more athlete. Now, they've been really, really close. We want to see this stone come up. Donna Moore
All right,
from
guys,
England.
this is our last competitor.
Come on, Donna.
All the money is on the line right here. You got a chance to take it over. $5,000.
Come on, Donna.
She wants to hear from you.
Yeah!
All right!
She wants another one.
I don't think that she's finished. I think she's got more left in the tank. What about y'all? What you think?
2 times.
All done? Wow, 2 reps, that's fantastic. That is great. You know, Mark, every time we say we've seen everything.
You can see that camaraderie that I was talking about earlier. That's a world record, ladies and gentlemen. I know she's a little bit out of breath. I want to bring her up here to the front. Ladies and gentlemen, your new world record holder. So tell me a little bit. How was your training for the Stone?
This is my favorite event, so I train them quite regularly, and it's been going really good. So I thought this would be all right.
At any point, you know, I always ask this because I already know the answer, but I want them to have the answer. Like, did you ever have a thought in your mind that you wouldn't do it?
No.
Exactly. Exactly. And you know what? You had the title. You had it. And you did it 2 times. What made you do that?
Because I want to show people how strong women can be on the road stage in front of everybody. That we can be here too. And it's the best event in strongman, and I want to show you how great it is.
Thank you so much. I know you got to go get ready for the next event. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. There's an unbelievable women's movement going on in all of sports, not just in strong woman. And Jan Tide was one of the people that started that movement. There was a time when women were not even allowed to lift in the same competitions as the men.
Right.
As stupid as that sounds. Yesterday, I wish that you could have heard Jan Tide speak at her induction of the International Sports Hall of Fame. It was unbelievable. It was moving. Jan talked about the ignorance of sports and how many barriers have been broken by all of the unbelievable athletes, people in fighting arts like Ronda Rousey and her mother, the people in the strong women game like Jill Mills. Jill Mills is standing on the stage judging this event, and there was a time when she couldn't even stand on the stage with the men, and that's as horrible as it might seem. But now she gets the beauty and the understanding to be able to share with you to see these women getting prize money as the same as the men. So that is an unbelievable thing and an unbelievable accomplishment in itself. And to see the women to get $5,000 just like the men get $5,000, the strongman game is playing on an even field.
Mark.
To the dumbbells. I had the honor of being able to lift the Thomas Inch, what was formerly known as the unliftable. Now it's the Thomas Inch. So I'm glad to be able to see these women be able to get up here and try and do the same event. And we're going to keep that women's movement going on.
So we have one athlete who will be attempting the record breaker's 315-pound dumbbell, but he wants to start with the 300-pound dumbbell and then work his way up to the 315. And that'll be Miko Sabatino. Miko Sabatinov. So I think he's about ready.
Miko is from Bulgaria. And yesterday, I have a very good friend in Austin, Texas, that's from Bulgaria, the wife of Angel Spazov, the late Angel Spazov. And she told me that I did not pronounce Dietmar's name right. So she gave me a little instruction. So I have to say Dietmar Sabatinov. It's not good. You get that phone call late at night and you say, hey, get it right. Get it together, Mark.
He goes by Miko, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here he is.
All right, let's hear it for him.
300 pounds.
We had one man injured, so he's going to be attempting it on his own. Judge Old Haugen is in position.
Oh, very close.
Very close. You get attacked.
I think he wants to dry it off.
Wants to dry it off. We got a towel.
You can see the other strongman competitors up here helping him out. They really want to see Miko get this over his head and move on to the big one.
Take a little rest.
So Miko used to be a strongman in the circus. So this is perfect for him, right, Mark? He used to be a circus strongman.
You have a guy he's very well built for this event. Big, huge, what we call a plateau on his shoulders to be able to get the bar, to let the end of the dumbbell rest on his body while the other is supported by his arm. The technique is usually to get it in a position to where you can bend down and push, and you do what you see guys do, what they call a bent press, where they press as they push and bend their body to get in a position. So we look forward to seeing him make this lift.
And the reason we call this the Sear dumbbell is back in the 1800s, it was 1892, the famous Louis Sear lifted a 273-pound dumbbell overhead. That was in the 1800s, and here we are doing about 25 pounds more over 125 years later. So that's something else. Well, this is in his honor, Louis Sear from Quebec. I believe he pulled out the big one. He just wants to go after it.
He's going straight to the record.
He just wants to hit it.
I want y'all to realize that all of the men over here, these are the strong men that competed yesterday. And if you didn't notice just now, the guy that was wiping the dumbbell down, the guy that was chalking it up, that was Jerry Pritchard, one of his competitors. And he's out here honoring this guy, and so he can see if he can make this world record. And that's so commendable, because I doubt if you'll see J.J. White go out and sweep the floor for somebody else.
We're trying to
Let's hear it for Jerry Pritchard.
Jerry. Okay, our two judges, Terry Young, Old Haugen. We're set.
The great Terry Young. We have a lot of fun. As much as this is such a serious thing, being the records, all of these guys, we all love the hell out of each other. We spend a lot of time with each other every year, and on the stage and off the stage. So There's a lot of fun poking going on.
A little bit of laughing too.
All right, it's time. Guys, let's get a little support, get him ready. He's over here firing himself up. The straps are coming on.
And this is for a record breaker $5,000 prize. I'd like to have one of those dumbbells in my house. Come on, Miko.
All right, guys, here we go. Last instructions from Old Haugen. Y'all excuse me for a minute, I gotta become a fan.
Wow.
That is as close as you can get.
It is.
He's got 2 minutes.
Got a towel?
Towel, shirt. He's got 1.5 minutes. It takes a lot of energy. He's trying to recoup and get his breath right. All you powerlifters out there know internal pressure. Come on, let's go, Miko.
Wow.
Let's give it up.
Great job.
Miko 17 off.
And that just shows this is real. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't.
Doc, I guess we're moving on.
I think so.
We're moving on to something unbelievably impressive. The rock over squat. It is not for the faint of heart. I was one of those guys that dibbled and dabbled at it just to see what it felt like. And being at just 315, I'm gonna have to tell you a little story before I hand the microphone to Dr. Todd. I was in a gym in Austin, Texas, and I had 315. Rocked over, tried to slide the bar to make it even, and all the plates slid off. This is 500 pounds. So I'm more than excited. I think I'm gonna come get a chair and sit out there with y'all. But Dr. Todd is gonna give you the history. I'm gonna hand the microphone to him right now and let him bless you.
And you're taking the 5-pounder out, correct?
Yes, I went down to the the 40, I put on the 55. Then I put 12.5, 10, 10, no 5, and a quarter. Is that right?
I'm gonna be excited to do this weird lift that hasn't been done in like 100 years.
We're doing the rock over squat, the Steinborn, legendary, turn of the century, strongman, barbell.
So you can see it's hollow. It's pretty cool, and we're gonna be able to load the inside with plates.
560 pounds. You have to take that, get up underneath it, rock it over, go into your squat, come out of your squat, go back into your squat, and then rock it back in position and stand it straight up. Not too many people have ever seen that. Not too many people could do that with 200 pounds, let alone 560.
Oh man, I don't know, this one's pretty intimidating. Just feeling it out.
My name is Martin Slitsis. I'm originally from Latvia, but I've grown up in the United States and now live in California. My goal this year at the record breaker is to beat the previous world record of 550 pounds by 10 pounds. The previous world record was set 98 years ago by Steinborn himself, so almost 100 years later, here I am.
So this is a Berg Cantel barbell, and we're basically making a modern version of this for the Arnold. I definitely want to keep the spirit and the design of the original. Throw a little bit of 21st century manufacturing in there. Really took the best of everything we had to get it to where it is now, and I think it's one of the coolest things I've ever made here.
Working from lightweights all the way back up to where I'm at now. So the most I've actually ever done on it is 506 pounds.
I can't wait to see the crowd go wild. The record's broken. That's the moment I'm looking forward to.
He's done a tremendous number of he's done a lot of great lifts and throws that were outside of other competitions just to set records. A pioneering strongman. I don't think I need to talk much about Bill. Everybody knows who he is.
So everybody's familiar with the term raw lifting, right? No wraps, no straps, no belt. This is the rawest it's gonna ever get, because not only is there no straps, no belt, there's no shoes. He's gonna do it barefoot. The reason he does it without shoes is he feels more control and more balance to the floor. So I don't know if I would use that strategy, but it works for him.
Okay, I believe Martins is ready. Martins Lissix. All right, let's get behind him.
Here we go. Come on, guys, let's hear it. Let's hear it, guys. Let's hear it.
Wow.
Now that you've seen what he's going to do with this implement, 100% and completely raw, now we're going to go for the record.
I think we should turn it over to Dr. Todd, Dr. Terry Todd, and let him give us a little bit of a description.
Thank you. I want you to take a look at this for a second. This is the exact barbell that was used to make the record of 550 pounds back in the 1920s. This is the exact, not one that's like it. This was Milo Steinborn's personal barbell. And he kept it at his home through the 20s, all the way up until the time he died in 1989. And very recently, we worked together with Rogue Fitness and managed to acquire this. So it will always be safe. This is, I guess you could call it, the mother of all barbells in America and Canada. This was the first Olympic-style barbell ever brought to the Americas. And Milo Steinborn brought it, and he kept it all those years. He used it in his exhibitions, and he was the master of that. He was a smaller man, but very, very, very strong. He practiced and practiced, and he got to the point where he could do it with 550 pounds. Now, what Martins is going to do, we're going to load it to 560 pounds. Martins has done 500 pounds several times in the past, within the last 2-3 months. He never knew what this was until I called his training partner, Odhaugen. I explained what I wanted to do. We had just acquired this amazing artifact. And what Rogue Fitness did, by the way, you guys might say, well, why doesn't he do it with the same barbell? The problem is, this implement's 100 years old. And so the last thing we wanted to do was to damage it in some way. What if it broke? And so the people at Rogue, Bill Henniger and his clever machine shop, they said, we'll just make one. We'll make a replica. So it has exactly the same level of flex. It has the same dimensions. We can load it, as you can see, but this is more like a work of art or like a Formula One racing car than like a barbell. This one is not going to break. This will definitely not break. So Martins can have his shot. No one has ever done it, but I thought this would be a wonderful place at the Rogue Record Breakers to let people, I'll tell you, what Martins has been able to do in such a short time is amazing. This is so hard. I hope you can sort of appreciate watching what he did with 500 pounds. So I'm not sure whether he'll want to do anything after he does 560, but 560 is what will win him the $5,000, and he will be the he will have broken a record that's lasted for almost 100 years. And he's going to do that right now.
Thank you very much, Dr. Terry Todd. So I also want to call out somebody.
go, you got it. Let's hear it, guys. He like that energy. Comes the squad. And he's doing another one. That's what Dr. Todd will refer as putting a little mustard on the hot dog.
Martins, Lisek, great job. Unbelievable feat.
Unbelievable, and keep the women's movement going. If you look in the back, you see his girlfriend supporting him, and she's also his coach.
Innovating the barbell since 2008, and will still be innovating in 2028.
In life, there are the strong-willed, the innovators, and the outliers. Those who turn right when everyone else turns left. Their passion is their compass. Their dreams, future stories to be told. It is this bold attitude that makes them legends. They weren't the first, and they won't be the last.
All right, got my Rogue gear.
Box from Rogue just arrived.
For the past 10 years, in an average-sized American town, everyday American people have pushed the not-so-average-sized American dream. Each vision met with adversity, every trial reassuring them that their heart was right. And when the naysayers came calling, "You can't do that," they responded not with words, but actions. And what started with a few people in a garage now rises one more icon of can-do, a monument to American manufacturing might. We are Ohio-born, American-made, 450 strong and growing. We are Rogue.
I had to tell Nick right away that, you know, as a strongman, there's certain things that kind of spark your interest. And every strongman, the rock over squat is one of those challenges that you just want to try it. You just want to see if that's something that's attainable for you as an athlete. And to see him recreate, it's just awe-inspiring. As you can see, we're getting ready for the weight toss for height. Another event that is very exciting. It's one of those that you try your best to tune in to whenever you see it advertised. We're gonna let them get it all constructed and we'll be right back.
El ser humano, aquí, en América, en Rusia, en África, ha tenido que sobrevivir en la naturaleza, luchar. Ha tenido que alimentarse, ha tenido que mandar a los animales, ha tenido que correr, ha tenido que levantar pesos, ha tenido que cortar árboles para hacer fuego, para hacer casas, ha tenido que mover piedras, ha cortado la hierba para dar de comer a los animales, en cada sitio a su manera. Correr, levantar, arrastrar, cortar árboles, segar hierba, esos trabajos aquí, en esta tierra, se convierten en deporte.
El mover las piedras de la cantera, al final los caballos lo hacen, los bueyes lo hacen y los hombres lo hacen.
El levantamiento de piedra tiene una historia, yo creo que es bonita. Nuestros antepasados empezaron con piedras irregulares, que le llamamos nosotros, que están ahí. Son naturales, piedras que eso en el mundo, en cualquier sitio se encuentran.
Seguimos con la tradición. De momento, pues hay gente que le gusta y continuamos, pero bueno, tampoco sabemos cuánto más va a durar la tradición. De momento sigue y bueno, estamos contentos, pero bueno, ya se verá cuánto dura también.
I've been called a rebel, an outlaw, a fighter. Fighting to become stronger, faster, smarter, better. Pushing my body strengthens my mind and my soul. I walk towards the fire, towards the fray. I walk towards the crucible. It is not easy. It will hurt. I will sweat, I will suffer. I will bleed and blister and bend, but I will never break. I'm never broken.
Common is our foe. Unconventional, our ally. The battle against weakness reveals perfection. Ours is a disruptive culture, seeking to redefine strength, reshape nature, and restore American innovation. This is our code. This is Rogue. Innovating the barbell since 2008, and will still be innovating in 2028.
In life, there are the strong-willed, the innovators, and the outliers. Those who turn right when everyone else turns left. Their passion is their compass. Their dreams, future stories to be told. It is this bold attitude that makes them legends. They weren't the first, and they won't be the last.
That's an unbelievable display of power. Okay, I think Spencer's going to take the first toss with a 56-pound weight over bar. Spencer Tyler from Texas. The Arnold Classic Highland Games champion. 2 years in a row. He won the Donald Denny Trophy yesterday.
This is just a warm-up.
There we go, easily over. And he dodged the weight.
And he's agile, hostile, and extremely mobile.
Spencer's a great athlete, very explosive. Okay, half door. Getting a bit of a warm-up. Easily over. Just kind of feeling it out. These guys got this gauged up. I guess we're ready to go to 20 feet. What do you think?
Let's raise it up.
So we'll give the athletes at least 2 attempts at this height. We're going straight to 20 feet. We've already got it pre-marked. We also have the tape measure on the side to double check the height. Okay, we're at 20 feet. Wow. Man, that makes my palms sweaty just looking up at that thing. That is high. That's 3 feet above the last height. Those guys were just sort of gauging it out, see where they are. So this is for $5,000 in the record breaker. Get ourselves all tied off.
I'm doing
Sean
my best
Slimmons
to
put
stay
this
out
together.
of the way. I'm doing my best to stay out of the way, but I want to be real close to the action. Like, this is the Arnold record breaker. This is the road record breaker. And $5,000 is on the line, so don't think that they're just doing this just to be doing it. They want to break the record, but they want to make that 5,000 stack too.
Here we go, Spencer Tyler from Texas. Highland Games champion. Whoa, very close.
So close.
Very close. First attempt for Tyler. Good job. Okay, half door. Who wants to see 20 feet?
For those that didn't watch last night's final, we have a new champion, and I said it yesterday that the champ is here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the champ is here. Come on, you guys out there have an effect on these men.
This will be something never done before, 20 feet in the weight over bar.
You all get to see and experience something that has never been done on earth. So let's hear it. It would have been good from 21.
I never get tired of seeing that. Great job, Outdoor. Outdoor Bjornsson.
Please, I'm begging.
Wow.
I'm begging, take it up.
20 feet. Spencer, you want to crack at that? He says he's done. Well, there we go. There's your 20-foot record. Never done before in Strongman or Highland Games. 20 feet with a 56-pound weight over bar. Fantastic record. Another big round of applause for your 2018 Arnold Strongman Classic champion. We're also now going to throw out T-shirts.
Who wants to throw
From
out
Outdoor.
a T-shirt?
Mark, I wish I was out in the audience getting a T-shirt.
He can't hear you.
Mark, I want to tell you, this has been some weekend, and it's been great working with you.
Man, I had a ball, man. I have to excuse myself. I turned into a fan a few times. I'm up here. I'm supposed to look out for the guys and let y'all know exactly what's going on. But I lost track of it. I guess I love it. I love it too much, you know. So I gotta like put myself into place sometimes. But I would rather enjoy myself and be a fan than to not be able to see what happened this weekend. I mean, this has been an unbelievable weekend.
We've seen a lot of great things. Thank you again.
Man, you're the best, man. I enjoyed myself.
Thank you, Mark.